Hey everyone, welcome back. It is good to see you all here for more Voxel Tycoon. Yes indeed. Today is the day that we finally see trains, the highlight of the game. So thanks for coming back for episode 2, where we're cracking now with some research stations. I did a little quick building here and built myself a research laboratory, which requires a lot of lumber and money in order to do a research project to get us some planks, some actual lumber. It requires logs, to be precise. So I've got a lot of things set up here. If you want to see more of this game, let me know down below, and thank you very much for tuning in. So here we are at our main city. You may remember from last time, Mesquite. We're still delivering logs down here to this boiler room, and we're still delivering coal to the other one. But now, as I mentioned, we're delivering logs, so that way research can be conducted in order to unlock the next section. So today we're going to see conveyor belts and big trains and more, and it's going to take a little bit of time. We got to deliver our planks here before this business goes into bankruptcy, so we got to hurry as quickly as we can. So thank you everybody for showing your support and saying glory to Raptoria down below in the comments section. All the way up this road, as you might remember, is our wood, and so I think we're going to have to build a train station here and a train line all the way along the road, and then basically swing around to the station down here in order to provide it with planks. But before we do that, we also have to process it at a sawmill, and in this game, there's kind of a weird thing where you don't necessarily build a sawmill, you kind of build like planks that conveyor belts that process the logs into planks along the way. So if you've ever played something like Factory Town, this is going to be all too familiar to you. Alright, well, we're making a lot of great deliveries here in the town. All of our trucks are pretty much working on either iron ore, coal, or logs to all the respective locations. So I think we're making a good amount of money, even though it says negative. Anytime we make some sort of expense or something like that, it shoots it down. So we could be making, I don't know, like $10,000, and if we spend 11, it'll say -1, that kind of thing. Even if we just do a one-time purchase, yet we have millions of dollars in the bank. Alright, there's that bankruptcy I was talking about. So we need to provide this business here with as much cash ASAP. So let's see, the research is pretty much done now, so good. Wood processing here is done. We need to reroute these trucks, but I got an idea. I think what we'll do is we'll have the train deliver logs and planks down here, so that way we can just reroute all the trucks to deliver there to Mesquite South. And then we can reroute trucks elsewhere, so that way they can deliver, for example, lumber here. So in this game, I found out that anything that's pretty much about a screen away, if you zoom out about this far as to where you can see the vehicles, like that, if it looks to be about a screen away, then you could probably deliver it by truck. But if it's about 2 screens or more away, such as this one, there you go. Then you want to deliver it via train. So right there is actually what we're looking at. So yeah, just over a screen. So let's go ahead and start building our train depot then. Ah, yes. Can we hear it for trains? Yeah, that's where this game really shines. I like it. Love trains. Who doesn't, right? Oh, insane people. That's right. All right. Well, in this game, of course, you need to zoom in and watch a lot of the terrain. Not the train, the terrain. So you got to make sure that you build things correctly. And one thing I've noticed, I did a little practicing before recording here, is that building train bridges and tunnels, or road tunnels or bridges, is very difficult. It's tricky because the game will kind of put like support beams at random on the bridges, and you kind of have to know exactly how the bridge is going to be laid out. And a big problem in this game is when you demolish a road or a train line, you don't get the money back. So if you're trying to experiment and get it just right, it could cost you 4, 5, 6 times as much to build the bridge because you don't know exactly what you're doing. So this time I'm going to try to build the layout of the train tracks before we even get there. So let's go ahead and try to build we're probably going to have our depot, for example, like over here somewhere. So we'll fill in this space, then we'll have it zip over this way, hug this mountain here, go around the coal yard, and then right up there into town, right around there. So let's actually do this one in reverse. Can't remember exactly how long our station needs to be, but we'll deliver it there. Love the music in this game. Love the art style in this game. I really praise it a lot. To me, it's simple, and I don't mind that. I don't think I need to have, like, a realistic simulator to enjoy it. Minecraft wasn't, and that thing sold billions, and same with like Fortnite and stuff. The kiddies still love it, so why not? Alright, well, we need to make a lot more cash, so let's speed up time. Actually, let's take out ourselves a loan. I can borrow up to $700,000, and I think that's based off of, I don't know exactly how that number goes up. I think it's based off of how much profit you are making, I think. So yeah, look at that, our money jumped up to 131. Awesome, big O money. Alright, well, let's build our railroad track this way. And we'll try to zip behind that coal mine there. There we go. And if we go over the coal grounds, that's fine. That doesn't matter. It doesn't affect the production of coal at all. Alright, we'll go up this way. See if we can hug the road. And we'll see if we can build our train depot right next to the... right about here. Right next to the little lumber yard there. Alright, so let's go ahead and put this down now. So let's level this area out. Kind of expensive, but necessary. in order to do everything that we're about to do. So we want to build ourselves a train station. We can choose two different stations. We can either choose the passenger station, which we don't want, or the cargo station, indicated by the cranes. This one by the benches for passengers, this one for cargo. So we'll go ahead and put that one there like that, and we'll connect that in, and we should be good. All right, now we got to spend a lot of our money on the warehouse. So I'll show you how this works. If we go to industry and click on warehouses and click on the connector, we can actually have a little conveyor belt line coming out of the logging camp like that. So what we can do is we can have it swing from the logging camp into a small cutter. So what we're looking for here is this, the circular saw, which we just finished researching now just a moment ago. We can actually rotate that too if we want to. So we'll rotate it this way. And then the logs we are going to ask to be turned into planks here, but we can also do a different type of like wooden beam. So this will start making wooden planks. Now what's interesting is that we can't necessarily pick these up like this. We still need to build a warehouse. So it's not that they can go directly from here to here. We still have to build like a $30,000 middleman. In this case, $29,700. So we're going to speed up time even more. So you can see how immensely expensive train lines are, because we have to build all these conveyor belts and warehouses and things in order, at least in this case, just to get simple planks. So it's going to be very expensive. Not to mention when we buy the train, that's going to be another $100,000. Not to mention the other train depot and the remaining track. So we're talking about, if you're going to build a train, it almost could cost $500,000. So it's not too easy to get a hold of sometimes. All right, we're going to get ready to put our warehouse down then. So I think what we'll do is we'll put our warehouse here, and that'll touch the both the Wisconsin transfer and also the train depot itself, and also, I guess, the little depot there. Unfortunately, we can only hold one thing at a time, and this time it's going to be planks. So we'll build another connector on the other side. So under warehouses, the connector. Luckily, that's only $2,000, so it's not too expensive. And we'll switch around our conveyors too, so that way it works. So now you see our conveyor is kind of goofed up, so all we have to do is just hit that little flip thing, and there we go. All right, so now planks are being loaded up to a total of 115. So now we can build ourselves... Oh, we also have to buy ourselves a train depot. So we'll need to buy a depot where the train can spawn, and then the train itself too, plus another station. Ugh, so expensive, isn't it? All right, well, anyway, that's why trains are very powerful. That's why they're so expensive. So we just want to make sure that we build this within range of the warehouse. Oh, you can see the closer we are, the higher profit that we get too from it. So if we go a little too far away, we get like a 93% profit. So I guess we're losing a little bit of profit, but that's okay because planks are in high demand, so that'll be all right. It's kind of hard to get super close. Okay, so now the train depot can be put down, and I think these are like 700 and something coins per like 10 meters or something like that. So they're very expensive. All right, last leg of the race, we want our depot for 39,260. So we're going to plop that down too. Now, of course, this is the basics of trains. If we get into more of the meat and potatoes of everything, we're going to see a lot of switches and things like that. We can actually make signals, and we can do junctions and sidings and things like that for trains to be able to pass each other, or to put multiple trains on one track, to have multiple trains running. In this case, it's not worth it yet. But planks are going to be in extremely high demand, so the way we're doing this right now is going to be really beneficial in order to provide as much profit for the lowest amount of cost. Okay. Hopefully that business doesn't go bankrupt. We're pretty close. The bankrupt warning is going off, so we got to be careful. We still need about another $100,000 for our train. So what we're going to do next is click on the depot, buy, and then we have two trains to choose from, 97 or 125. This one will be just fine. And then we add trains to this, the state car, for example, and then we need to select the cargo too. Kind of annoyed, though, that it can't, that it doesn't do auto. I wish there was an auto to choose whether or not you wanted planks. I mean, in this case, it can haul planks, beams, or logs itself. So I think we want about 4 cars to start with, maybe. How much is that? $167,000 is an immensely high cost. But we need to make sure that that business doesn't go bankrupt completely. So we want to get a couple of deliveries there to get going. All right, and our research is done too, so we should see some logs coming back because they're no longer accepting logs. So we'll probably see some log trucks. There we go, there's one. So since the research is done, they don't need these log trucks anymore. So I'm going to repurpose those in a little bit and see if we can eventually start bringing logs down here. I'm going to have to build another warehouse and do all sorts of things. So we're going to see how much money we can get. I can't borrow anymore, can I? Okay, we can't borrow anymore. I can repay, but I can't borrow. That's what I got to do. Perhaps we could sell some trucks. That might be a good thing. Let's go ahead and sell. Let's actually do that. Let's sell these trucks that are heading back towards HQ. Let's have all these ones go back to a depot. These were meant for the research. They needed raw materials. So let's go ahead and try to sell these. They might be worth like 20,000 each, so maybe worth a little bit of money. How come they're not? That was weird. They just kind of stopped. Okay, let's try to sell these trucks then for 17,000. Good amount of cash there. I definitely want the money so that way we don't have that bankruptcy on that building. Having that go bankrupt could be a huge, tremendous... Well, it would be an absolute loss for us. That would be GG. After all this money we put into this setup, we wouldn't get a dime back because we won't be able to recycle the tracks. All right, any other trucks coming our way? And there's one. So we'll go ahead and tell him to go to the nearest road depot. Love the music in the game. Love the effect when you pause, too. Why do these trucks get all, like, hung up like that? That's really strange. Why they just come to a stop instead of just drive, you know, just drive to the... I don't know why they just stop in the middle of the road like that. They're getting orders to move to the depot, but I don't know why they just come to a complete stop. They kind of, like, stop and then teleport. Weird. Alright, we're at 112,000 now. Let's get some more money for these trucks. Not too bad. We could always repurpose them, but I need the cash now. Alright, let's see. 146, 163. So we're not too far off from getting everything that we need. And there we go. Alright, let's buy this train now. And let's get this bad boy on the route. So we're going to go ahead and set this one up. Schedule. I want you to load everything you can there at that station. And then go ahead and unload back here. Alright, now we're going to really start making a crazy amount of money. So let's go ahead and see this train roll up. And now we'll see the train. There she is. Look at that. Awesome. Woo, look at that train go. That is epic, man. Very cool. So it's loaded up with 32 lumber. 32 lumber, yeah. And then, of course, this is going to continuously pump out lumber. So some of the logs are going over here to the planks, or to become planks, and then they're just sitting there waiting at the depot. So now we're going to see a big train delivery here at Buena Park South. Boom, $20,000. Incredible amount of deliveries. Alright, so that's going to save this place from bankruptcy in just a little bit. A few deliveries of that, and they'll be out of bankruptcy because they'll be able to sell products. And the train comes back, picks up again, and then we can set up another train to run next to it, but again, this is a little much at the moment. I think eventually what I'll do is I'll have the train bring over logs, so that way we can have our trucks pick them up from here, as I mentioned, so that way they don't have to drive as far. But that might oversaturate the market too. So everything's kind of balanced right now. I'm kind of hesitant to add anything else. A lot of things are okay. If they're in high demand, we just make some more money. We just don't want them to go bankrupt. High demand is good. They'll pay a higher price. Growth will be a little slower, but we'll make a little bit of money. Alright. So yeah, we built our HQ. We can do a various amount of research projects now. Oh, good. Mesquite is now upgraded to a town status. Awesome. And let's start some new research now. And take a look at all the things that are already started for us. I think the next thing I'm going to want to research is, what if we did mining? Mining 2, what does that give us? Copper mine, sand quarry, and stone quarry. If we do iron smelting, that gives us the alloy smelter and then allows us to make iron bars. Now, the town I did want to expand to, or the region I wanted to expand to, is up here. And I think it's this one right here, yeah, with the extra iron ore. And they also require planks, and I think that's also wooden beams. So we would be able to make more iron ore and then deliver wooden beams. Actually, they require iron ore over here. Oh, actually, they're... Well, this would be a little easier to set up to and sell to. Plus, we've got that wonderful train depot set up there. We could even make some more money. So I think I'm going to end up buying both these places first, but this one requires planks and wooden beams, which almost look like steel beams, but they're not. So, alright, we'll go with that one then. Let's go ahead and start research on iron smelting, so we can provide more iron ore. Or should we do something else? Let's see. What is manufacturing? Unlock stone, glass, manufacturing, metal fabrication, woodworking. We need stone delivered for that, so that's a prerequisite. Gasoline engine 3. Improved trucks that way. We just need to deliver iron ore. Or the steam engine, which we need to deliver coal. I think I'll go with... Well, we got a lot of iron ore. I'm going to start research on iron smelting, because any of these towns down here, like for example, the one that just upgraded, Mesquite, could require some new materials at any time. So it looks like we now need to deliver 14 sections of iron ore in order to start this research. So now we need to get those trucks again. I sold them before, but I need a whole different truck this time. So we can slow down time there, Sparky. And looks like there's still a high demand for wood, so that's good. So what we want to do now is get some trucks dedicated to delivering iron ore strictly from Wisconsin Southeast directly to the research station. So this game, I wish it had some sort of way where you could manage your routes en masse, so that way if you need to sell or buy trucks. I don't see any way to do it yet. There could be, but I haven't seen it. So let's go ahead and get this one set up, and then we'll duplicate it. So let's go ahead and do... first of all, we need to modify this truck to haul only iron ore, which it is. And then we want it to go from Wisconsin Southeast, to the research station, just down here. Much easier to do this via trucks than setting up a train and adding to the line. So we're probably going to want like, I don't know, 3 trucks, or no, more than that, maybe like 5 trucks doing this. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do 6 just to make a nice even number. And let's go ahead and release them into the wild. There they go. All right, cool. So Wisconsin Southeast is really starting to get a lot busier, isn't it? Going to be a lot of trucks and traffic through here. So I'm going to see if I can make like maybe a road to go around. Yeah, because we're going to see a lot of trucks and cars this way. I wish that was a little different. Just need the road to be clear. Yeah, that's annoying. If there's a truck on the road, it creates a little bit of a havoc. There we go. Yeah, if there's a truck in the way, it makes a problem. Alright. Well, I guess that's a good idea not to release everything at the same time. We'll make a little bypass here for the trucks. There we go. Hopefully they're smart enough to go up this way when they... Or maybe... Well, hopefully they go up this way, load, and then go back that way. It'll create a nice little area for them to load. Nope, doesn't seem like they want to do it. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. Awesome. That's much more efficient. Perfect. Alright, so research is being conducted now. So in order to unlock the next region, we just need to make a ton of money. Buena Park is now a town as well. Excellent. Both of our towns are now real towns. Excellent. Yes. Yes, I know. Very good. And we should be delivering logs here too. Yes, we are. Wow, we're making a lot of money. And there's only the 2... No, there's 3 towns. Buena Park and then, of course, Mesquite, which is making a lot of money. I think the biggest money maker now is probably Buena Park. Medium demand for lumber. That's great. So the train is doing a good job of bringing over materials. And that thing gets full up right away. So what we can do is build another station that goes on this side, a separate train line to go into this district. Since this one should just run dedicated, it's making a ton of money. And there goes the town, growing a little bit. You can see them building roads and buildings onto the town. Kind of cool. Alright, right now we're making how much from interest? Loan interest is only 7,000, so it's really not even that much to worry about. Although we are in maximum loans, so we might need to pay some back for the future. So we just need to get to about 900,000 in order to unlock one of those next regions. Wait, where was that truck going? Was that one of our research trucks? Heading to Wisconsin South. Where were you going? You have a full load. He came back up there with logs. Load and unload. Let's keep an eye on things, make sure they work. We don't want to see any full trucks heading up this way. Oh, actually we're seeing some full trucks heading up that way. Mesquite Northeast. They're not unloading. Oh, wait a minute. I understand what I did wrong. Mesquite Northeast. I forgot to repurpose this to iron ore. That was my mistake. So now we lose all the storage of logs, which is annoying. Warehouses can only hold one material. So I should have maybe built another warehouse, actually. I lost 115 logs by doing that. So in retrospect, if I would have built another warehouse next to the research station, we would have had log planks here, or logs for future research. So if something in the future required like 70 logs and 90 steel, then we would have had it ready to go. So let's go ahead and build this here. This is going to be a nice flat area to store more items. So we'll make sure we keep the warehouse nearby. So in retrospect, make sure to not do that. We'll put some warehouses nearby that touch the research center. And we'll do something like logs in the future, whatever they require. Alright, so now the iron ore should be able to be delivered correctly. Those trucks are bringing coal, aren't they? Yes. And then, perfect. Oh, I didn't... I didn't repurpose the new one. Well, that's fine. That's okay. Excellent. Now the research is taking place. Completed 3. Okay. Yeah. That's one thing that's a little different about this game that I had forgot for a minute. Thanks to... Ooh, business grew. Oh, they accept more wood planks now. Excellent. Keep it coming then. So we went from no wood planks to all the wood planks in the world. Excellent. Now I just want to repay our loan. Alright, so the research will take some time. It takes 14 loads to complete each section of research, so we got to do 25 in total, 20 remaining. So basically, think in your mind 20 times 14, plus each section of research also takes $5.7 thousand. Research is arduous and slow. Very, very difficult. It's not just, you know, click and throw money at the problem. They actually, it's kind of neat, though, that, like, for example, if they're going to research iron smelting, they have to have iron delivered so they could do experiments on it. So that kind of makes sense. But it's just annoying because when those routes are done and you don't need those materials anymore, you got to find each individual truck and shut it down, especially on, like, a busy highway like this. 407 at Mesquite, 440 at Buena Park, and Wisconsin at a bustling 355. Excellent. Well, good. That train really just broke the game now. We're making an incredible amount of cash. It didn't break it, but it did exactly what a train does, which is a lot of profits quickly. Each load there, we were getting about $10,000. That's great. So within like 2 deliveries, we can almost buy a new truck. So it goes to show how expensive all of these vehicles are and how much money we're making on them. So let's monitor and make sure no vehicles are returning with loaded goods. Seems to be okay. Alright, good. Well, now I think we can get ready to expand into our new territory. So we'll need to deliver planks up there. We just need to unlock them. This town also takes iron ore. But because there's an iron ore deposit there, I want to kind of take use of that. Yeah. Copper ore over there, I'm not sure what that's going to be used for. Sand will probably be for glass eventually. Alright, good amounts of money coming in. That's exactly what I want to see. We can also ride on the trains too, which is pretty cool. So if we want to take a ride on that, let's see exactly what it looks like. Well, the train is actually... Uh-oh. What's going on? The train is too full, I think. $230 in storage. Oh, there it goes. Better build a warehouse here just to make sure we have a little extra storage space for it. Luckily, we don't have to build a warehouse next to anything else. Actually, I don't think that'll supply it. That's not close enough. There we go, something like that. Alright, well, I think we'll just deactivate this one for now. It's a shame we don't really get our cash back. So as you're experimenting with a new game, oftentimes you don't get your cash back, which can be a little frustrating. Can I not demolish this? Demolish. I'm trying to demo this. Hotkey forward space. Oh, there it goes. Okay. / there. Alright, that'll work. That'll get us a little bit extra wood down there without not being able to deliver it. We can ship it elsewhere, too. So if, for example, Mesquite eventually takes logs, or lumber, rather, then we can just ship it down there. From here. Whenever they have enough. Good. Looks like it's working perfectly. Alright, let's ride on that train now. We can also blow the horn of the train, too. Hard to hear it, though. It's better from third person like that. Very good. Very good. We're making lots of money. How's the research coming along? Completed 19 of 25. Good. Alright, 5 more to go. Looks like we can hire more labs. I wonder if that increases the speed or, oh, we could do different research. So we could have multiple labs working on multiple things. So essentially you could set up a huge area with lots of research labs, and with all those different research labs, you could just supply them with all sorts of different things and continue research on multiple things at once with all the shared materials. So that's cool. Especially if you got them in a big city, you got access to a lot of different things coming through. Alright, so today's goal then is to try to unlock that new section of town. Looks like our loan has increased. I'm going to try to get to 900,000. It's kind of a ridiculous cost in order to research some of these areas. Look, we can keep going more and more further away. But I want access up there to deliver more wood products and also the iron ore. To bring that back here for when we can start delivering iron ore and steel. I don't think we can build high-speed rail or electric trains yet, but I think I've seen electric trains in the game. So that's going to be kind of cool. How much is this making now each delivery? Yeah, 9,000, okay. With medium demand. So the train is keeping up with it. Perfect. Research on the iron smelter completed. Yeah, so now we got to get rid of those trucks, so it becomes a little bit of a pain, but at least they can deliver extra stuff for our next phases of research. So what else can we do that has new research for smelting? We've got to deliver iron bars, coal. Ah, this will require gasoline. Okay, let's go with that. Maybe we can get a new train. So we've already got a lot of iron ore delivered here, so they can make use of that. So we'll just keep going down the iron ore line. Anything that needs iron ore to research, we may as well just do it. Cool. Yeah, there's a lot more complexity than what we can see in the future than what we see now. Okay. Can't wait to see sidings and coal cars sitting around waiting to get loaded up. Unfortunately, it's a little too expensive right now to do all this stuff with trains. So phase 2 out of 25. Let's keep an eye on these laboratories. Alright, each ore truck is delivering. Oh, logs are still being delivered here too, I see. The log trucks are still making a delivery. Well, let's go ahead and allow those to be delivered. We'll get a little bit of each resource here. Now that I thought of a better way to do that. Let's build a extension here. There we go. We just want it to touch the research center. There we go. So long as it touches the Mesquite Northeast delivery point, we can put anything we want there. So that's kind of just future-proofing for our research. Because the town could eventually build around that, so it's good to put them down now. Alright, more iron ore needs to be delivered. Let's continue to duplicate our trucks. Get an army of big O iron ore trucks delivered. There we go. Release them. Awesome. Alright, so now we got a lot of trucks rolling. So that should bring in a lot of items now. A lot of iron ore. The only problem is, for example, it takes a lot to find those trucks and change their job. Because there's no... I don't think there's a tab to find what jobs trucks are on. Okay, looks like Mesquite. Oh, they accept lumber now. Wait, they accept iron bars. Oh. Alright, so now we can start delivering some smelted iron ore down here. So what I can do is have this all smelted here and then send it via train. So let's see. I thought some other place started accepting more wood. Let's see. Okay, I may have been mistaken. Alright, let's send those down. Let's start a train down here. Probably be a lot easier to transport just the finished iron ore. So let's try that. So this can load up with the iron ore directly. But we want to put a processing station here. So we'll put a warehouse here. And then what we can do is we can take the conveyors. Not that, actually. There we go, the connector. That's what we want. Alright, let's slow down time a little bit. We're good. Okay, so there's one. And there's the other. And I think there's a way... I wonder if we can do multiple. Let's experiment. I haven't done this before. I wonder if I can split the conveyor. Let's see if we can do that. See if we can have more than one iron ore being processed at a time. So we'll try something like this. Now all we got to do is delete, or rather, actually, let's see if we can... There we are, alloy smelter. Can we just tag it on like that? Huh. Wait a minute. Does this require coal to function? This actually might require coal, too. Which is good, because the coal mine is right over here. So we can just have somebody truck up coal and deliver it to one of these warehouses as well. Oh, perfect. Alright, hold on a second. Let's delete that for beginners' purposes. See what I say about not getting money back and learning things for the first time? But it's all good. Ah, there you go. 1 coal plus 5 iron ore equals 5 iron bars. Alright. So we will need to deliver coal here. So we will need to have a warehouse here to pick up coal. So now we can build another... Oh, this is what makes this really fun. This whole conveyor belt process is a lot of fun. I like this. So then we'll have the iron, the coal come here, and then the iron bars can come out from there. Now this is going to be real backed up, so what I could do is build another line for iron ore smelting, so let's try that. So let's try another facility here. Oh, not enough money. Ooh, 30,000. Pretty expensive, actually. Yeah, you can see these mistakes are pretty costly. It's more learning, you know? So what we can do is have coal coming this way here, and then on this way, too. It's almost like playing Factorio or Satisfactory now, so I got a little bit of what I'm going to do in my mind now. Well, we just got to wait for the money. Hopefully that train makes a big O delivery soon. There we go. That must have been it. I will set that to iron ore. Not too bad. Yeah, that's... I wish if there was a recipe available that it would just take it already. If it's the main recipe. Luckily the conveyors are not too terribly expensive. 90-degree turn, please. There we go. Okay, now we just got to get the conveyors flipped around a little bit. Oh, my mistake. I wanted this one to go for... That's for coal. Oh, this is perfect. We can just flip this one around. And we can elevate it now. So watch this. We can make little bridges. So we'll add a bridge to this one. And we'll just go right up over the other conveyors. And we'll just swing to the left. So long as it lets me. Yeah, the game is very obnoxious about where it lets you build bridges and things like that. It's kind of hard to actually lock on, and it spends a lot of money. You're spending money. You're spending money battling the system, just like real life government. All right, let's see if we can make a T intersection here. It wants to do it, but it won't let me. There we go. Yeah, so you can see what I'm trying to do here. It will split the, there we go. It will split the items, but we need to kind of battle the system right now in order to get it to do what I want. But those support beams are awfully obnoxious. That's why I'm trying to build a conveyor up to go over these things. But you also need to make sure that the support beams below are not blocking. So maybe it's better to build a tunnel just to avoid all that. So let's give that a shot. Bridges look cooler, but they're not as functional as a tunnel. There we go. We'll build a tunnel here. There doesn't seem to be a way to X-ray underneath there. I wonder if this is connected and I just can't see it. It's a little bit of a struggle, but that's okay. Alright, let's go ahead and make sure we got coal being delivered here now. Let's make sure at least one of our buildings is functioning now. So where's the iron ore bars? There they are. Okay. Alright, time for a truck. We'll fiddle with the other conveyor later. It's okay. And it's all good. Buy one of these trucks. Set this one to load coal. And then offload over here. Perfect. Alright, let's duplicate that about 5 or 6 times. Or 2, I guess, since we have limited money. Alright, so now we can get some iron ore stored up here. As soon as the coal comes in, it'll start processing that. And then we'll get these conveyors flipped around. Actually, that one that should be for the coal. So that's perfect. Looks good, so long as the bridge is okay. Only annoying thing about this game I've seen so far is that support beams, like you saw before, if they touch something else, it doesn't allow it to put it there. And then also, if you build tunnels, sometimes you can't see underneath. So, alright, let's see if coal gets delivered here shortly. Don't see any of our coal trucks coming just yet. I don't see any trucks leaving empty. Did I not release them? At least the music is very enjoyable. I like that. Alright, let's make sure I got the trucks set up. Oh wait, there's new vehicles. Maybe that's why. Research completed just now. That hall 7. Oh, that's wonderful. Alright, let's see if we can buy 2 of those. I want you to set up loading here. Buena Park, and then offload here. I should have set the route first before doing that. That's okay. Now again, remember there's 500,000 of you watching me, so if I ever make a mistake or something like that, don't be too flustered. That's kind of part of life, and of course with the 500,000 of you watching, you get to catch things that I don't, so if you know something I don't know, always feel free to share. There we go. Now we got iron ore coming through, and it looks like the iron bars are not making it all the way through. And we just need to flip this one conveyor around. And good. Now they're going into the warehouse. Perfect. Okay, well, what we really need to do now is build the train going over to the new city. Or, well, actually going over to Mesquite. So we needed to get over there as soon as we can. And we'll have to go across this railroad as well. Or underneath. Close to the river or ocean or whatever this is. A lake, I guess. Almost looks like Antarctica. Has a little bit of Antarctica look to it. Or actually it looks like a guy, like, look at, you see his little fancy hair with eyes. Kind of cool. Alright. But you can see what I mean now. With those trucks, a little obnoxious because now I don't know where those other trucks were that we built. And I can't see underground. Let's see if there's a vision for this. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's an underground. There's not an underground view, so I don't know what's down there. And it's very difficult to get back to where you were. Let's try this one more time. We're going to build this conveyor belt and then work on the train. Okay, let's try this now. So back to conveyor belts. Gonna go back to tunnel mode. And you can see where it wants to try to come out from underneath the train line, or underneath the conveyor line like that. Should be able to connect right there. That should be the intersection. It says we can't connect, but that's exactly where I want to connect to. I want to build a tunnel here. I want to go down by 1. No, it's not letting me connect through. Tunnel. Current height is -1. Yeah, we need to connect right there. There's where the intersection needs to be. Alright, let's try something else then. If that doesn't want to cooperate with us, I got another idea. What we can try to do instead is this. We can try the bridge. And then try to go up higher. It won't notice how it doesn't let me do any turns. It only wants to go one way. But then when you click again to complete, it seems to only want to continue going one direction. So if I ask to build a bridge, this is the only trouble that I've really had in the game. And then you have to build an elevation ahead of time. So hopefully the developers kind of change that, because that could be a little difficult to manage. So you have to build a bridge. And it seems to always want to return to the ground for whatever reason. So I can't easily make like a T intersection here or something like that. It's kind of weird. It tries to go forward 1. But it's hard to start from up in the air. So with that said, that's really the only difficulty I've had. Actually, it's working quite well now. Except it's trying to continue. Yeah, if you try to... Yeah, it tries to go right back down onto the ground again. It's very picky. It doesn't like to cooperate, does it? But that's okay. We don't even have our train line set up yet. So let's come back to the conveyor belt. That's the only trickiness I've seen. I've experimented with it plenty of times, so any ideas that you have are probably good, but they probably don't work. I have experimented. I have experimented. Wow, look at the amount of money it's going to cost to build over there. Alright, so we do need to go across the other train line. Preferably underneath. Tunnels just seem to be more affordable and reliable, I would say. Should we build a tunnel over by the train? Over by the coal? Oh, yeah. Okay, it's going to try to go down one. Notice how it doesn't like to cooperate? And if we're off by any sort of amount, we lose money, so we need to be right on with this one. So in my eyes, that should work. Look, it connects. But the game doesn't want to build a tunnel there. It's just a little too shallow, I think. But it's hard to know. And now we're out of the money. That's okay. I think the developer can make some changes to that. That's not the end of the world. So let's try -3 then. There we go. Perfect. So hard to know exactly where. But trust me, it is much easier to make a tunnel in this game than a bridge. Alright, let's go ahead and make our stop point up here. We'll make our station up there in time. We'll need a little bit more cash. And we'll have to build a depot here too. Usually when I play these types of games, I like to make separate depots too, because at the start you're not really transporting a lot of items, so it's not cost effective to build all this extra room. Some of the times when you get upgraded trains, it's just better to build a whole new train line altogether. So we'll have to build a depot here that's probably pointed back this way, back towards the Wisconsin branch. And then we'll start loading up with cargo here. And this one's already full, so... And the coal's coming in right immediately. So we just need to figure out a way to swing this around. I wonder if I could have the coal... I wonder if the game will allow coal to come in here and iron ore to go out that way. Let's try that. Just real quick, let's see. I wonder if we could send in coal this way. I don't want you going down in there. There we go. Now let's roll the conveyor belt the other way. Let's see if coal can come in here. Well, I gotta delete that now because iron ore came out of there. So now maybe coal can run in that way. Oh, it's versatile. Oh, wonderful. Alright, so if we can't beat him, then just try it a different way. Alright, let's try it this way then. Let's try to build a tunnel. A bridge, rather. Now, you know what this... it's still the same deal, though. We're gonna have to make a turn. That's a nightmare. So let's try this. Let's go back down. Let's go out 2. There we go. So I hope more features and such are added to make this a little bit more feasible here. Okay, so that's going to be output for that. I just got to get this connected for my own sanity. Based off the game's rules, I think we're doing quite well. So round of applause. Excellent, fantastic. YouTuber, you didn't live up to my expectations. Unacceptable. Alright, calm down, Billy. It's okay. That's alright. It's okay. Trust me. Shh, breathe. Alright, it's working. See? Alright, well, there we go. Alright, so now iron ore should be turned into or smelted into bars, hopefully. Is it not working? You better work. Actually, it's all clogged up because the warehouse is full, that's why. But we should see some more bars coming out of here, so maybe it is, maybe I goofed it. But that's alright. Hopefully this works. Hopefully this can be an inlet for that. If not, I'll get it switched around. But okay. Well, there you go, everybody. Our second look, then, at Voxel Tycoon. I'll get some things tidied away based off of your kind and honorable suggestion. So we'll build that train depot up there and start making some money. If you want to see more of this game, let me know, because we're about to start making some steel and making some big deals. So thank you everyone for being here, and I will see you all next time. Thanks as always for watching. This is a lot of fun. I do like the conveyor system, and I like the trains too. And this is finally the meat and potato of the game. So you all take care, have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Thanks everybody. Bye.